Hi everyone, Vanessa here from Sleep Right, Sleep Tight. I thought I would shed a little bit of light today on schedule versus routine and give you a little bit of information about why Tanya and myself prefer a little bit more of a routine-based approach to our sleep training. The definition of a schedule is a list of activities or things that you do at a set date and time. Okay, so an example of a schedule would be babies to wake at 7 a.m., they to be awake for X amount of minutes, to then be asleep at 9 a.m., sleep for, say for instance, an hour, then be awake for X amount of minutes, and for instance, go down again at 1 o'clock and sleep for 2 hours. Okay, and then a 7 p.m. bedtime. So as you can see, that's quite a rigid day. Now, the definition of a routine is a sequence of events that you do leading up to an event. Okay, so that would be something like your pre-nap time routine. Okay, so where you take baby from their play environment, you sit them on your lap, you might sing a song or might read a story for 5 minutes, then you would take them to their room, you would change their nappy, pop them into their sleeping bag or their swaddle, and then into their cot. The reason why Tanya and I prefer more of a routine-based day as opposed to a schedule is quite simply a schedule, like I said before, is extremely rigid. Sometimes as parents, we can get caught up on the timing of things like, you know, for instance, my baby must be asleep at 9 a.m. Well, you know, that's great, but your baby might not be tired at 9 a.m. So they might have a need for a little bit more of awake time as opposed to what that schedule that is set out for you. So, you know, when we give it a schedule, it can set you up a little bit to feel disappointed, a bit stressed, and that's certainly not something that we want to do. So by giving our families a routine approach, we're cueing baby into knowing that it's sleep time, okay? Giving them enough awake time in their day and not being rigid with that awake time. We start with a base minimum for that particular age, and then we work out from there, does that baby need a little bit more awake time? The thing about routines is every baby will find their own little routine in the day as to how long that they will sleep for at certain parts during the day. So it's kind of more a gentler approach in the sense that your baby will find, you know, yes, they prefer to have their longer nap in the morning as opposed to in the middle of the day, or as opposed, you know, and that shorter nap in the afternoon. You know, sometimes with some schedules that we've seen around, that morning nap is often the shortest nap of the day. You know, and sometimes you're waking your baby up from what could have been their longest nap of the day. So that's essentially why we prefer a more routine-based approach. So I really hope that's given you a little bit more of an insight on what we do, and you know, how essentially we allow families to kind of, you know, just guide their child into their own little routine of nap lengths, or essentially their own little schedule as such. With time and practice, your child will become very predictable as to what their nap lengths are going to be, whether it's going to be a longer morning nap, a longer midday nap, and a short afternoon nap, and then you can kind of schedule your day around those nap times. So hopefully that's given you a little bit of help. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have any sleep related questions, or you're experiencing a few little problems that you'd just like to chat through, Tanya and myself are always available and we'd love to chat with you. Thanks so much. Bye for now.